Ladies and gentlemen of Boston, Massachusetts, you are set to witness the first ever Bumbles McRumbles. The rules are simple. Competitors from all over the multiverse will come out in 1-minute intervals until all 20 eligible competitors have entered. Competitors will be eliminated when thrown over the top rope, and the final competitor in the ring will be crowned the winner. Please remain silent as we await the contestant who drew number 1.
Get the music! Get him some help! Get him some help right now!
Oh my goodness. Hello everybody, it's me, Bumbles, and I am so terribly sorry that is how the first Bumbles McFumbles Rumbles has to go down, but... I am so terribly sorry. Waluigi was meant to be the first person in the Rumble. He drew the number 1 position, but now it seems that this man, Zinthos, the alien, seems to have taken his spot because he ran him down with a car. Apparently that's something you can do, but Zinthos, coming from the planet of Pluton 9, crash-landed on Earth many years ago, fell in with a biker gang, he fell in hard times, bad person, and it seems that his nasty streak, his rebel attitude, has gone so far as to attack an innocent member of the roster and put him out of commission for the entire Rumble. That's disgusting! And as if the Rumble couldn't get any crazier! From the very outset, not only do we have Zinthos taking out Waluigi, but we've also got the return of Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man has been presumed dead for 15 years after his last advertisement where one of his classic gags went horribly awry. We thought he died. He was bleeding Pepsi everywhere, but it turns out to not be the case. He's alive and well. In fact, he looks better than he's ever looked before. I can't believe it. He's lost a bit of his metallic sheen, but other than that, he is looking fantastic. And he's number 2 in the Rumble. That does not put him in a good position. I would not want to be in the position that he's in, but if anybody could stand the entire test and get to the end, I'd say it's Pepsi Man. The stage has been set and the Rumble has begun. It is Zinthos versus Pepsi Man to start off. And I'm going to say that this right now is definitely a war between power and precision. Pepsi Man obviously having the physical advantage over Zinthos. His limbs are a lot like toothpicks, but Zinthos has been known to get down and dirty when it comes to a difficult fight like this. He once bit a man's fingers off. No reason, he just wanted to. And it will be a little bit until the 3rd competitor comes into the Rumble and completely changes the dynamic. Meanwhile, a big running bulldog from Zinthos, and we are getting the next competitor. The 3rd ever competitor in the Bumbles McRumbles is coming out right now, and I can tell you right now, I am very excited to see who it is. What the is that? What is that? Is that like a dog or something? Cool Hat Paul? What's a Cool Hat Paul? Is it well? Why is he red? I don't know if it's getting picked up on my headset right now, but there are children actively crying behind me at the sight of whatever that thing is. But this is Cool Hat Paul. I'm sorry, but I'm getting a feed from the backstage area about what this thing is. Apparently, Cool Hat Paul was found in the center of the Earth. Volcanic activity has shot him from the center of the Earth to the surface, and now Pepsi Man does an amazing backflip. But back to Cool Hat Paul. Now he's here, and apparently all he wanted to do was wrestle. He came here and he started wrestling in another tag team maneuver, and he just conks his heads together like they're 2 coconuts. Hopefully, whoever comes out next in the Rumble can return a bit of normalcy and civility to this. It's Akimbo, the strongest man in the entire world. The biggest arms in recorded history. They are as long as his entire body. And as you can see, he's a normal guy. I'm glad that we can finally get back to something like this instead of whatever Cool Hat Paul is. And I, for one, cannot wait to see him break some fools with those signature arms of his. The largest arms in the entire world. So welcome Akimbo to the Rumble as he steps over the rope very gracefully, and he immediately squares up to Cool Hat Paul, the only person in the ring of his size, but Cool Hat Paul responds with a kick directly to the penis. While Pepsi Man and Zinthos continue to struggle in the corner, Pepsi Man is going to throw him into the corner, and meanwhile, Cool Hat Paul dodges an attack from Akimbo, but Akimbo with a signature arm drag manages to take him down. And now we're seeing Zinthos, the attempted elimination of Zinthos from Pepsi Man, and No, Arms Akimbo allows Cool Hat Paul to get back into the ring after throwing him out. I don't think that's very wise, but I think that we're going to see another competitor enter the ring in a very short amount of time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, until the next competitor enters the ring. Who could this be? Of course it's gotta be Little Billy. Little Billy, everybody, the best boy. He's been saving up good boy points the entire year at kindergarten for a chance to enter the Rumble. His entrance music is a lot louder than I thought it was, and he's taking quite a long time. He's probably signing some autographs from loving fans and his mother. Don't tell his father that he's doing this. He will not like that. There are a lot of short men in this ring. Cool Hat Paul, Arms Akimbo, and Little Billy, all unnaturally short. You know, Zinthos and Pepsi Man are sort of the standard bearer for heights. Meanwhile, Arms Akimbo and Cool Hat Paul working over Little Billy in the corner, on the ropes, and they're very close to eliminating him. Meanwhile, Pepsi Man trying to be eliminated by Zinthos, and Little Billy's out. Little Billy was in for less than, I think, 30 seconds, and has already been eliminated. Meanwhile, Cool Hat Paul attempting to eliminate Arms Akimbo. His second elimination, the second elimination of the Rumble. Arms Akimbo is gone. And, well, that can only be one person. That can only be the one man who would ever be allowed to use a chicken noise as per his contract. Colonel Sanders has entered the Rumble. And now with Pepsi Man in the ring, and I do believe that KFC and PepsiCo have a working agreement, and we're never going to see these two work together, create a sort of a brand deal. I must also point out that of the 2 eliminations in this Rumble so far, because there have only been 6 people in, 4 people are in the ring, and 2 have been eliminated, both of those eliminations have come at the hands of Cool Hat Paul. Or I speak too soon, maybe? No! Pepsi Man manages to stay in, Colonel Sanders failing to eliminate Cool Hat Paul. Now it looks like Zinthos might be on the chopping block, as Pepsi Man just sort of dawdles. He doesn't act with enough quickness in order to take him out. Speaking of taking him out, Colonel Sanders has been eliminated. Who was eliminated quicker? Colonel Sanders or Little Billy? I don't know. That's a genuine question. Hopefully the next the Pepsi Man's been eliminated too. And the corporate Rumble was almost expunged until this man came in. That's He-Man. He doesn't care how many Netflix shows he has, he still makes time to come to the Rumble. And he's coming to the ring. Yes, I am in the Rumble. There's no stopping He-Man. He might have been on the back burner for most of the 2010s, but he's made a comeback in a big way, and he's looking to continue that comeback coming into the Rumble. It's now He-Man. No, it's not Little Billy. I'm sorry, his short stature has obviously confused me a little bit, but that is Cool Hat Paul and Zinthos are the 3 men currently in the ring, and I must say, I'm surprised that Cool Hat Paul has been able to stay in. His small center of gravity would have made him an easy target, in my mind at least. Meanwhile, Zinthos now has to contend with the fact that a much more physically intimidating opponent, in terms of He-Man, has entered the ring. And a beautiful shoulder barge takes him down, and we are going to be getting our next competitor very soon. Meanwhile, a big Oklahoma slam, running power slam, takes down Zinthos. Who's next? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Both in one night? Back to back? Lord Skeletor, the King of Evil, has arrived and is clearly playing mind games with his longtime rival He-Man. You can obviously see through the dancing and the choice of music that he clearly is not taking this very seriously. He's doing this to get in the minds of his opponents. Well, that could be very smart, but it could also backfire in making them even more angry. But Skeletor, I feel, has the power to back up these sorts of attempts at mind games, and he's immediately going for Cool Hat Paul, who I cannot believe is still in the ring. He is, I think, 4 foot nothing, although he might go up to 5 foot with that gigantic head, and he's just sort of a red guy with a, I don't even think it's that cool of a hat, in all honesty. And you'd see this was gonna happen sooner or later. Skeletor has turned his attentions to He-Man and is now working with the nefarious Zinthos in order to take him out. Cool Hat Paul now getting into it with Zinthos and delivers he just gets kicked in the face. Meanwhile, He-Man is attempting to be eliminated by... Oh, crap. Okay. So here we see this man has entered under the name of Jacket. Clearly wearing a modified Willem mask. I made this character a long time ago when me and my brother would play this game, and he was very into Hotline Miami, and the chicken mask in this game is very bad for what I wanted. So this. If you haven't played Hotline Miami, this makes no sense. So please buy and play those games. They're very good. Meanwhile, Skeletor kicks He-Man directly in the penis, and then they just sort of stand there afterwards. Meanwhile, Zinthos and, it seems, Cool-Eyed Paul are attempting to eliminate Jacket. Meanwhile, He-Man is in a very precarious situation. Skeletor has him on the ropes, and I think, yes, Skeletor has just eliminated He-Man. If that's not a metaphor, I don't know what is. He has dwarfed He-Man in popularity, now he's dwarfed him in his potential in the Rumble, and Cool-Eyed Paul, no, he is not. He just eliminated Jacket. He just eliminated Jacket. Meanwhile, Zinthos just got dumped out. Our number one entrant has just been eliminated. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's Bertista. That is Bertista. The combination of Bert from Sesame Street and Batista is coming down to the ring. If you do not know, and this will only make sense if you've seen the movie The Fly, both Bert and Batista entered a teleporter and were mixed together through the ensuing chaos. I cannot believe that he's made time in his busy schedule being in both Guardians of the Galaxy and Sesame Street to make time for the Rumble. He is definitely the most physically imposing competitor in a long time. Skeletor is no slouch in terms of his physique, and I think Cool-Eyed Paul looks like a tube sock filled with jello, but Bertista is cut. He is built. Look at those pecs. I could motorboat those. Shouldn't have said that on live television. And those tattoos, very intimidating. Meanwhile, not really getting a lot of work done. Just sort of taunts like he's done anything of note. Obviously, Bertista without his tag team partner, Randy Orton. Although he might be coming out next, we don't know. Anybody could come out next. We're about to see who we have planned for the next entry in the Rumble. Meanwhile, Bertista and Skeletor giving Cool-Eyed Paul the works. Are you serious? Really? I gave you guys a field of 20 to work with, and the nude ninja made the top 20. It's just the default ninja costume, ninja mask, and a pair of underwear. And he's one of the 20 best. Okay, well, I'm sorry they have to see this. This is the worst character we've got tonight, so it's only uphill from here. The nude ninja is coming in and immediately immediately gets arm dragged by Skeletor, who is not even registering him as a threat. He attempts to kick Skeletor, but the nude ninja obviously finds nothing. Now he's trying to tangle with Cool-Eyed Paul. Cool-Eyed Paul, remind you, has been in since number 3. He has survived 9 spots in the Rumble. That is incredible. I might have doubted him. I won't lie. I might have misjudged his character based on the fact that he's a horrifying goblin man. Meanwhile, Bertista attempting to eliminate Skeletor, but does not work as a shoulder barge to the gut keeps that dream from happening, and a big belly-to-belly suplex by the nude ninja, possibly the only wrestling move he will perform tonight. And another entry is already coming in. Check your calendars, everybody, because it's somebody's birthday. Little Lord Birthday is coming down to the ring. It's his birthday, and his birthday wish was to be in the Rumble. And we here at the Bumbles Wrestling Association are more than happy to fulfill his birthday wish. Come on down. What a good boy. I think he might be in the same class as Little Billy. He might be the star of the PE team. Meanwhile, Skeletor and the nude ninja are now grappling. I can only imagine somehow Skeletor has lost that exchange. And Cool-Eyed Paul he punted Bertista directly in the head, and Bertista is eliminated. And something is developing in the ring. Yes, everybody is ganging up on the nude ninja. As they should. That's what they should be doing. Cool-Eyed Paul exiting the ring through the middle rope. It's very important to note that he's exiting through the middle rope. He is not eliminated, but he's procured a chair. And now they are hammering away on the new ninja. No doubt. I don't think he's going to be able to compete. Yes, I do think that, we are sending the paramedics down. Yes, that is our paramedic Sonic and another Sonic protecting new ninja. Skeletor's just eliminated himself. Skeletor jumped out of the ring to get at the new ninja. Are you serious? He really hates this guy. I can't believe it. And meanwhile, Little Lord Birthday in the ring celebrating the fact that he has one less competitor to get. I thought you said you banned him from the ring. No. There's Donkey Kong. No! Donkey Kong is in the ring. He's attacking Cool Head Paul, Little Lord Birthday. People asked, why was he not in the first Punch-Out video? It's because he was training to wrestle, obviously. I can't believe he's interrupting the Rumble. Oh my goodness. The rest of the DK crew, Lanky Kong and Diddy Kong, are also here. Lanky Kong's like smuggling a fish or something in his overalls. They're coming down to the ring and now... Wait, oh my god. The Invisible Man! The Invisible Man has come to save the day! Meanwhile, Little Lord Birthday and Cool Eye Paul have gotten back to their feet and are attacking in tandem Donkey Kong. They're working together. Even though they're in the Rumble as enemies, they know that they have a common enemy in Donkey Kong and are now a double chair smash to the head. Are you kidding me? They've just taken out Donkey Kong and now coming down to the ring is the Sonics again. They're grabbing Donkey Kong and escorting him from the ringside area. Hopefully, now, some civility and order can return to the Rumble. Yes, they've returned to their fighting. Cool Eye Paul attempted to eliminate Little Lord Birthday. I cannot believe what just happened. That was an unbelievable chain of events, just showing that anything can happen in a Bumbles McRumbles. And a gigantic, that's a suplex. What a strong young man. I'm admiring, and an arm drag too, and a flip kick. Amazing, absolutely amazing. As these impressive techniques go on in the ring, though, we do have another competitor coming out, and I, for one, can't wait to see who it is. The first competitor since the Rumble has gotten back under control. It's the Power Cat! That's the Power Cat, Jeff Winslow. I can't believe he's made time out of his busy schedule to be here. The Power Cat, the strongest competitor in the ring. Obviously, he is the Power Cat after all. Name in all capitals, as it should be. The Power Cat is here, and he is immediately, I feel like, this man could be the dark horse pick for the later half of the Rumble. He's got the power to eliminate anybody. And it seems like, talking of eliminations, Cool Head Paul has just eliminated Little Lord Birthday, ruining his birthday, and I think that's like the 6th elimination for Cool Head Paul. I cannot believe it. He's also eliminated 2 children, showing how strong he is, but I honestly can't be too hard on him. Cool Head Paul has put in an amazing effort. He helped fend off Donkey Kong, so I can only be appreciative of his efforts. We got another competitor coming in while Power Cat is attempting to eliminate Cool Head Paul. Who could it be? Of course, a resident monarch has made his way down to the ring after the previous king, Little Lord Birthday, is done. That's the Frog King. The king of all frogs. Naturally, it's in his name, obviously. And he is taking in the pomp and the circumstance of such a large crowd. Being crowned king ever since his father, King Frog I, died under mysterious circumstances, and since then Frog King has ruled the frog domain, the whole entire pond that he rules over, with a fair but firm grip. He's been known as one of the better rulers of all frogs, and I for one can't wait to see what he does when he rules the ring. A king of the ring in his own right. Taking his sweet time disrobing, obviously. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to have to wrestle in a dress shirt and dress pants and a cape and a crown, but he obviously kept the crown. And now they're teaming up on Cool Head Paul, hitting him repeatedly in the stomach, hoping that maybe he throws up and he can't continue. Which is rich coming from the fact that, King Frog and Cool Head Paul are very similar, not only in size, but also in physical makeup. And they are targeting the core of Cool Head Paul. I cannot imagine how much more abuse he can take. As another competitor enters the ring, we see King Frog in a very precarious circumstance. You don't like to be in that situation when you're against Cool Head Paul. Oh no. Oh no. I do not want to be the men in this ring right now. This is a very unenviable position. That's dysentery. That's right, the disease that killed hundreds, if not thousands, on the Oregon Trail is arriving to the ring to make his presence known. A very imposing force, a very imposing member of the roster. Meanwhile, we have a development going on back in the ring. They're still going at it. The red lighting is obviously not dissipated yet. Dysentery taking his sweet time. When you're that strong, I think you can take as much time as you want. And King Frog has been eliminated. He's been thrown over the top rope so he hit the floor. He's done. He's out. Meanwhile, also Cool Head Paul. Cool Head Paul's been eliminated. Cool Head Paul has been eliminated by the Power Cat, who eliminated King Frog and Cool Head Paul in very short succession. if we can, I think a round of applause is in order. For Cool Hat Paul came in at number 3, did not leave until number 15. He almost made it to the final portion of the Rumble. It almost doesn't feel the same without him. Meanwhile, we got the Power Cat and Dysentery fighting in the ring. Dysentery getting stronger, buffer, every single time somebody dies of his namesake disease. As you can see, obviously, business has been good in the realm of dysentery deaths, but the Power Cat might be up to the challenge. A very strong man, and we got another competitor coming in to complicate things even further. Uh-oh. Another animal. This is a very animal-focused Rumble. But this, ladies and gentlemen, you may not know him, that is the Dino Boxer. He is from the Cretaceous era. I believe that might be a Tyrannosaurus or an Allosaurus. I'm not entirely sure. Allosaurus obviously being a more gangster version of the T-Rex. Making his way down to the ring, an accomplished welterweight boxer. And I'm only now realizing the irony of putting a boxer in this Rumble. Making it so I cannot escape Punch-Out. I will not be, of course, counting his infractions as this is a wrestling ring instead of a boxing ring. Just a little channel humor there. And they're attempting to eliminate the Dino Boxer, but he, with his very strong legs, pushes off Dysentery. Of course, not trying to use his arms too much, as his arms are actually, fairly weak. It's mainly the fact that he's a dinosaur that makes up for that strength disadvantage. Meanwhile, Dysentery working him over in the corner as the Power Cat is just fine with taking a rest. He has been in for the longest out of anybody in the ring. So I imagine he wants to conserve some of that power potentially for this next competitor. Captain Planet! The Earth needs him, and Captain Planet has come back! Captain Planet, having been summoned by the 5 Planeteers in the back, seeing that they've given up their Rumble position to Captain Planet. Makes sense, he is the powerhouse of that whole alliance. And now he's making his way to the ring, hopefully to clean up the mess. Dysentery, I'd assume, being his first target, or maybe the Dino Boxer. The Dino Boxer is, of course, a freak of nature. He should have been made extinct, but he survived by, punching back meteorites. And yes, I do think the Dino Boxer actually causing the first problems between him and Captain Planet. Meanwhile, Dysentery, I don't know if you noticed that, he just beeled the Power Cat over his head. The Power Cat meeting his match, I think, maybe. As he's thrown into the corner and now is requesting a timeout. Dysentery headbutting Captain Planet in the back of the head. And now, the two animals are going back at it. The Dino Boxer and the Power Cat. I must make it very clear, though. The Power Cat is not a cat. He is a man with a cat mask. His children thought of the gimmick. It's okay. Don't question it too much. We got another competitor coming to the ring, coming in 5 in the ring. That's the cool dad, Don Crenshaw. Oh yeah, baby. We've had a couple children in the Rumble. Why not an adult? A dad. The cool dad, Don Crenshaw, is in the Rumble. The cool dad, of course, we all have known a cool dad. He's got a ponytail, a very nice defined mustache, but he still has that, sweater vest. It's identifiably a father. He's trying to do a push-up, but he hasn't been going to the gym as much as he used to. Pretty embarrassing, but who cannot root for that dad? Big suplex onto Dysentery. Meanwhile, arm wrench to the... What? Oh my god. I didn't know he had that many tattoos. Nobody's seen him shirtless until this point. So, I guess that's why he always wears those sweater vests. To hide, clearly, years and years of bad decisions. Meanwhile, Cool Dad just launched Dysentery into the Dino Boxer to stop the elimination. Meanwhile, the Power Cat is trying to eliminate the Dino Boxer. Meanwhile, Captain Planet working over Dysentery, and that leaves the Cool Dad without a dance partner. Very interesting development. Meanwhile, a big push onto the Dino Boxer. You gotta imagine that's demoralizing. This is the Christian truth. He's requested complete silence for his entrance. He's going to...
Y'all ready to party up in here? Oh, give me that Christian side, that Christian side, give me that Christian side,
This is really bad.
I'm a rough rider, fill up with Christ love, give me that Christian side, that Christian side. These are the easy rules, so pay attention.
Is he going backwards?
This ain't no front hug zone, you ain't that fly, you ain't my zone.
He's not getting any closer to the ring. He is moving backwards. He is completely judging this.
You ain't no rabbi, you ain't no priest, so rise up.
Is this guy worse than the new ninja? He's finally gotten over the barricade, but... Okay, he's finally done with his performance. I said he's done with his performance, and he's going to enter the ring, the Christian truth. He's rapping for Jesus. He's trying to bring the word of God through the word of hip-hop. I apologize to the new ninja for calling him the worst character in the Rumble. Clearly I forgot the Christian truth was here. Meanwhile, Captain Planet working over Dysentery, pushing him very far. Cool Dad Don Crenshaw just dropping his onto his knee. And meanwhile, nobody has been eliminated. We have 6 people in the Rumble. My God! Did you see that? The Dino Boxer threw the Power Cat, I think like 20 feet in the air. And they're missing clotheslines at each other. Meanwhile, Captain Planet trying to eliminate Dysentery doesn't work. The Christian Truth and Cool Dad Don Crenshaw working over each other. Cool Dad wants people to live by the creeds that they feel is appropriate. He doesn't want his religion forced on anybody else, even if he might be a good Christian boy. And the Dino Boxer has just been eliminated by his rival, the Power Cat. The Power Cat has been in for such a long time. And an arm-wringing shoulder barge to the Christian Truth. I am shocked at the developments, and a tag team maneuver from Captain Planet onto the Dysentery with the assistance from the Power Cat. And a big back suplex onto the Christian Truth. I hope he gets eliminated really soon. And Dysentery from a big boot has been eliminated. There are 4 men left in the Rumble, and still number 20 to come out. It's taking a long time because we may have a surprise for everybody here. A surprise that cost a lot of money, and we're really excited for you to see. Cool Dad almost gets eliminated by the Power Cat, who, as I previously stated, is also a dad. They're letting each other get a breather. They live on the same street. They go to the same barbecues. I think everybody here lives on the same street, actually. It's one big, tight-knit community. Of course, the Christian Truth, we're getting the countdown. The final competitor for the Bumbles McRumbles is coming in, and I am so excited for you to see who we have lined up. The starting lineup for the Bumbles McRumbles, Michael Jordan. What is he doing? He's ruining Little Lord Birthday? What's he doing? No, he can't do this. Little Lord Birthday is coming back out. What? He had his chance at the Rumble. He lost. He was eliminated by Cool Eyed Paul. What's he doing? Can I please get some communication from the backstage area so I can understand what's going on? This is lunacy. I'm getting word. Okay, I'm getting confirmation on what's happening. Immediately shoulder barges the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw. What's happening is that he entered the Rumble the first time because he won a spot. But his birthday wish was to be in the Rumble. That means that this is his birthday wish entry. He gets to enter twice, once for his official entry and once for his birthday entry, and the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw just eliminated the Power Cat. The Power Cat did such a good job, an amazing showing, and now the Christian Truth is doing a backflip and immediately gets the piss beaten out of him by Captain Planet. I still can't believe, are we really letting Little Lord Birthday come back in? I guess so. These are your final entries, everybody. Captain Planet, the Christian Truth, Cool Dad Don Crenshaw, and Little Lord Birthday. I must make sure that you know that Little Lord Birthday is not the Cool Dad's son, and the Christian Truth has thankfully been eliminated, as we are now down to our final 3 competitors. The Father, the Son, not by blood, and the Holy Spirit of Mother Earth, Captain Planet. A gigantic German suplex. That was unbelievable. He just made the Cool Dad eat Matt, and now he's attempting to eliminate him, but Little Lord Birthday stops that. He might be targeting Cool Dad Don Crenshaw because he knows that he has a soft spot for his kids. He's got 6 kids waiting for him at home. Obviously, Cool Dad's not going to be as violent towards Little Lord Birthday. He's probably hoping that these two underestimating him. And can I just say, I was completely behind Little Lord Birthday. I thought he was such a good boy, such a fine young man, a good example for this country. And he pulls something like this. He throws a temper tantrum and can't accept the fact that he was eliminated. Cool Dad attempts to eliminate Captain Planet, but slaps Little Lord Birthday in the chest. Probably a receipt. Probably Dad giving him a hard receipt for that deceitful move, ruining the debut of Michael Jordan, I might add. We've paid a lot of money to get the king of basketball, the Michael Jordan of Michael Jordans, into the ring, and I'm hearing from the back he is medically incapable of continuing the fight. So he's not coming out. I apologize. If anybody wants a refund, a full refund will be available at the concession stand, but only for subscribers, of course. We are now seeing, I think that Cool Dad and Captain Planet are sort of getting over their want to not hurt this young boy. Gigantic Samoan drop. They're now willing to throw hands with Little Lord Birthday. And I think that's the right thing to do. Obviously, you can't give the kid a pass just because he's young. Gigantic tiger suplex. You can't give him a pass just because he's young. And now it's down to these three. And it's really a war of who's going to be eliminated first, because I feel like that will serve as a massive sort of wake-up call to the other two that they are the final two in the Rumble, and it looks like it's going to be the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw and Little Lord Birthday. Who could possibly win this? Little Lord Birthday sneaking out of the Rumble, essentially, only to come back in at a later date after getting at least 10 minutes to heal up. He saw everybody else come out. He knows what they're doing. And now the Cool Dad, just trying to be a cool dad and impress his children. He knows what big wrestling fans they are. And now he has to deal with a cheater. Personally, I don't know which way this could go. I certainly don't hope that the Cool Dad's about to be eliminated. No! Just barely manages to hang on, safe from elimination. Calling on the power of all dads to punch this small child in the face, and I cannot blame him. Little Lord Birthday's actions here have been truly disgraceful. And I can only hope that the commissioner of the Bumbles McFumbles Wrestling Federation will see to it that he is punished in some way, possibly by having his Nintendo Switch taken away. That'd be a punishment. Cool Dad throwing Little Lord Birthday into the corner. Little Lord Birthday reverses it. Very dangerous situation. This could be the end of the Rumble. It could end at any second here. That's the dangerous part. You don't have to be the better wrestler. You don't have to be stronger or faster. You have to be smarter. Know when to pick your battles. Know when to throw the proper punch. When to put all of your weight behind it. And I don't know if Cool Dad has that killer instinct to take it out on a child. That could be his own son for all he knows. And for all he cares, he just wants the children of Earth to stay safe. Just like Cool had Paul Shore. Captain Planet wanted the same thing. That's why he wasn't able to fully enact him on a big running bulldog. I'm trying to remain unbiased here, but I certainly hope that this Royal Rumble does not end. I mean, Bumbles McFumbles Rumble, sorry, they're very legally distinct. Does not end with number 20 of all people winning. Cool Dad throwing Little Lord Birthday into the corner. He's clearly hurting. He's holding his gut. He's not feeling well. And I know Little Lord Birthday's not going to take it easy on the old man. Kick directly to the gut. He's throwing him back into the ring ropes. He's on the ground. I think this could be it. He's setting him up. A gigantic sliding dropkick. That's it! With a baseball slide. Cool Dad Don Crenshaw wins the inaugural Bumbles McFumbles Rumbles. I cannot believe it. He came in late, sure, and he might not be a fan favorite just yet, but I cannot believe that the Cool Dad Don Crenshaw weathered all he did, because the competition in the late end of the Rumble was very, very difficult to get through. Obviously not for you, the viewers. You obviously enjoyed it very much. But for the competitors, you had people like Dysentery, the Power Cat, the Christian Truth just for the annoyance factor. But Cool Dad Don Crenshaw overcomes them all.